Welcome back, everybody, to DK and Dan Like Bands. And tonight, prepare to cry.
I'm weeping right now. I'm already weeping. I had a thing. Okay, let me just. Okay, listen. When you've done the intro in the past, you've said, "Welcome to DK and Dan Like Bands. I'm Dan, and I like bands." Right?
Yeah.
And then I say that, and I was gonna say, I'm DK, and I like bands. I like bands. I like bands. I like bands.
Welcome back, everybody, to DK and Dan Like Bands. I'm Dan, and I like bands.
I'm not doing it again.
Oh, shit.
You. This has to stay in.
Oh, it will.
You have, but that's not. It was supposed to be a little gift to you, or just something to make you cringe, but it didn't work.
Was I supposed to add something after your last I like bands?
Any kind of Wayne static noise, or just like go! You know how they do that. Like, there you go. You got this. What are we doing tonight? So I grab my shovel.
Yeah. What are we doing tonight? God damn it! It's your night, DK.
Yeah, it is.
It's Katatonia. 13th album. What the hell is this thing called? Nightmares as Extensions of the Wanking State.
Oh, sorry. I think it's Waking State.
Oh.
Sorry. I think I had a typo there. My bad.
Oh, look at that.
That's on me.
But yeah, the 13th album, man. Whew.
Yep.
That's a lot.
It really is. And a band that has gone through so many changes.
More than Ozzy has sung it. Probably not.
Probably not.
So, anticipation for you, very high.
Through the roof. I mean, it's no secret they're my favorite band. So, anticipation quite high. This is the kind of thing I wait years for. So, I'm really looking forward to getting into that. I have a lot of thoughts on this record. So, yeah. Don't let the Static X talk scare you. We will be getting to Katatonia soon. Yeah! Ding dong!
So, DK, everything's going well with yourself, I imagine. I haven't seen you in a while. It's good to see your face.
Yeah, buddy.
So, we're going to break the ice tonight. And, of course, we're going to start off with the top three for me. We're doing Static X tonight, folks. And I know what some of you are thinking. Why would you do Static X? But stop this podcast right now and go listen to some Static X, and you'll be like, God damn, Static X is pretty good. Right? No.
No, let me talk, goddammit. When you said, hey, I've gone to see Static X, maybe we should cover them on top three for me. I said, that will be so easy. Static X is a band that I used to be, I'll admit, very into at a certain stage. Of course, I mean, I was so into them. They were, I think, at one time my favorite band, briefly. So I thought, I could do this. Like, I know their songs, no problem. And I went back and started listening, and I realized I had kind of put them away for a few years. I don't know about you, but like I hadn't done Static X for like some time. So going back to hear some of these really activated some stuff in my brain and possibly my heart if I have one. And I will tell you that this was the most difficult top three for me I've ever had to do. And we've done so many already.
Wow.
This was a nightmare for me.
I love hearing. Was it a nightmare as extensions of your wanking state?
Yes, and interrupted. Like I would be wanking, and then I would be thinking like I'd still have to pick those songs, and it would just kill it. So thanks a lot.
You're welcome, DK. That's what I like to hear. That's what I wanted for top three for me. Three's pretty hard, folks.
It truly is. It's harder than you think it is. It really is. And if you think it's easy, you're lying to yourself and others.
You're a lying piece of shit.
And that's a sin.
And nobody likes you.
That's right. Go to church.
But if you're listening to Static X, you're all right, I guess. I don't know. I've listened to an ungodly amount of Static X this last month. Well,
I always make you go first, so maybe I should go first on this. What do you think?
I mean, I could go if you want, but yeah, give it to me, DK.
Okay. All right. And again, do we need to keep explaining what this is, or am I just going to do it? I'm just going to do it. Look, these are my Static X songs. You have yours, and I have mine, okay? I'll just get right to it. My top, number 3, Static X song for me is straight from, I believe it's a B-side from Machine, and it is called Anything But This.
Yes.
That song, I believe, also was on the Resident Evil soundtrack, which was like weirdly good. Better than the film, if I remember correctly.
Was this the first Resident Evil movie?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was the first one.
Okay.
I played the shit out of that. And it had that, I don't know if it really was Marilyn Manson, but it was like this instrumental, almost like synthwave, like Carpenter sounding thing. It was fucking cool. Anyway, Anything But This, it's got the vibes of Machine. It does what I like Static X to do best, and that's sort of be sort of industrial and sort of cold, but still like super fucking heavy, like, you know, like what you want from Static X, or at least that's what I want. So when they're at their best, they're delivering you heavy ass guitar, heavy ass drums, and maybe some electronics in there, some weird noises.
Yeah, I think they came up with that sound and they do it very well. But yeah, there are some that just don't fully get going all the way. But yes, whenever they do hit, it's like, this is a fucking badass band.
I think they're guilty of writing half a song pretty often. If I had to give one critique of Static X, I'm like, look, they are what they are. And I can't deny, a huge fandom of them at one point. And I still appreciate them. I really do. And you can't take their success away and all that. Great. But sometimes I do feel that they will give you half a song. They'll give you a great intro and a cool, like, fucking bleep bloop noise and a sample. And then you really, like when you read the title of the song, you know right away that's what the chorus is. And he's just going to repeat those 4 words. And then it's just going to be a chuggy riff with a, powerful beat. And that's it. You might get a different noise near the end. And you might get a chorus or a verse, or not a verse, sorry. You might get a bridge, but that's it. So.
And I think you're absolutely right. But it's good.
They're giving you good stuff.
Get you going, dude.
Oh, yeah. The power and the energy is there.
Tickles the taint. Good choice. Good pick.
Thank you.
How far... With me, when we were going to the show, I was like, let me jump on some Static X. I was surprised about how far I knew songs on like Shadow Days. I think that's
Shadow Zone.
Shadow Zone. And like Start a War. And that
Start a War is the end of it.
Yeah, I think so too.
Start a War is the absolute end of it. Those records, what they do is like they take away the industrial vibe, and it just sounds like garage band metal to me, and it just doesn't work. I think the production of those albums is really fucking bad, and I'm sorry if people like them, and I celebrate you, but I those records I've tried, I don't like them.
Yeah, I mean, I got into some of the cult of Static, and I was like,
no,
oof, sorry, but I got to go back to the beginning. Speaking of the beginning, it is Wisconsin Death Trip. Number 3 for me would be Love Dump.
Yes.
Love the lyrics. How can you not love your shit tastes like chocolate cake, your ass smells like a rose.
A rose, dude.
And I love the beginning of that. I can't believe you're letting me do this. Like, and they just keep repeating that, and
it's got that like,
yeah. There's always a strange fucking noise going on. Like if you just took all those tracks down, you're like, what the? Is that a fucking ceiling fan or something going on in some of them?
It sounds like a mistake on the synth that they were like, "I'll just loop that."
You fucking like orb appeared in the recordings. Like, but I think that works some of the times. But yeah, Love Dump, man. I think I don't know. It's such a weird fucking song. I remember hearing it off of when we first got Wisconsin Death Trip, and like I said, that album was such a refreshing. I don't know. It just sounded different than like a lot of the shit that was coming out. I think it was 1999. So, but yeah.
You better believe me and my friends were playing video games in my parents' basement and blasting Wisconsin Death Trip when it was new. Holy shit. Video games, and we also would box down there.
Like physically? I
got the shit kicked out of me I think I Am was playing. God. This guy who was like a foot shorter than me, I thought we were just playing around, with the gloves on. But he was trying to prove something, and he proved it. Like, he kicked the shit out of me. I went down hard.
Should we go find this guy, and I can have a boombox, and you can just go at him?
He's a great guy. We're very good friends. I just didn't realize. I was like, we'll go easy. I'm not saying like, oh, I would crush you. I was just thinking, we're being friendly. We're just going to play around here. He was not thinking that.
He probably watched like Fight Club like the weekend before or something.
He probably did. I think he's one of those guys.
99, man. You got Fight Club and Wisconsin Death Trip.
Ooh.
Yeah. What a fucking year.
Yep. All right. My number 2 Static X song for me. This might be controversial, but I have reasons, okay? And it's All in Wait from Shadow Zone. This was a last-minute change that I made. I substituted something from Wisconsin Death Trip, actually, which I know is blasphemy, but I did. All in Wait, I think, gives you a sort of glimpse into what if Static X played around a little bit more with melody. What if they played around a little bit more with songwriting, and it was less of this industrial, just repetitive, chuggy riff with driving drum beat. There is way more of a catchy chorus. He's really singing in that song. He's doing some interesting things. And it still has some great heaviness to it. It's got good energy. All in Wait. Got a cool sample at the beginning. There's some electronics in it. It kind of does deliver like a full meal of Static X. Just kind of like top form, what if we produced it a little bit more, and what if there was a bit more in the melody side. So I think it does them... what's the word I'm trying to say here? Like it's like it's almost like a what if for them.
Shows a different shade besides gray and red and yellow.
Yeah, black and chrome.
Yeah. Yeah, I always wondered what like a Wayne Static solo like project would sound like. If he would,
does that not exist? I thought it did exist.
Does it exist?
Fuck, I thought it did.
We're the music podcast. Shit, I might have just fucking showed my ass.
Wayne Static solo project. Maybe not. I thought it did exist.
I don't know.
Oh wait, it searched for Resident Evil again. Wayne Static solo project. Come on, goddammit. Pig Hammer.
Oh, that's right.
I knew that existed.
So did I. Fuck.
He's got one record. On the cover, he's wearing like he's in a morgue. And he's wearing like
a clear...
It's like a red... The first thing I think of is like... My mom had these like silk pajamas. But also like Dracula, Gary Oldman Dracula. I remember listening to it and not loving it, but that was at a time when I was like, if it's not prog metal or black metal, fuck you. So maybe that album's okay. I need to listen to that again. So maybe some homework for next time. Pig Hammer.
Yeah, he's got like this fucking stitches across his nose and forehead and shit.
And he's in a morgue.
The hammer. God damn it, I look like an idiot. Good thing I edit. I can edit that shit out. Nah. I don't even think I ever listened to it, to be honest with you.
I worked at a CD store at that time, and I'm sure we would have spun the record, but yeah, I don't know. I was a dick.
You've grown up. You know what?
I'm trying, buddy.
We're both going to have an opinion on Pig Hammer the next time you guys
I
sit
promise
down
the
and talk
listener
with us.
we will listen to Pig Hammer. Yes.
That'd be the only question. What you guys think of Pig Hammer? DK, we mentioned it early on that, when these guys get going, they get going, and there's definitely a formula. And I think for my second pick, they just kind of brought that all together, and it works so well for Permanence. Permanency. It's got everything, man. It's got the weird noise. It's got the like humming in the background. Yeah, I think it's just a fucking badass song. It's from Machine, which I think is an underrated album from 2001. But yeah, man, I think it's good. I like it. I love it. That's why
It's got a guitar part that goes.
That's
Just like most of their guitar
75%.
But that's like, you do know what you're getting when you pick up one of those records, like, and it's like a solid 10, 12 tracks of that deliver every track. Like, is there really a bad song on those first couple records? Like, truly, is there a song that you really have to skip? I don't think so.
Nah. I mean, Wisconsin Death Trip, if you're skipping, you might skip December, but you get them singing at the end.
No, I wouldn't, because that's when you're making out with your girlfriend.
Yeah.
In a dark basement.
That's when it's like, all right, it's time. He's about to actually sing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And even, what's the other one? Stem, where it's like slow and weird, but you have that fucking awesome like pad of like it's like a synth pad, and it's just like, and it comes from the previous song too. Like it's like a repeated thing, and then it goes into its own new version. It's pretty good.
It was, of course, they have Zero now, who is Elijah Dope. I know that's a
The dope
name.
guy.
Yeah. Well, he's Zero at the show now. And I think for the most part, he does a decent job. There was a few songs where you could tell, like,
But he's doing a Wayne Static that's like pretty passable.
Well, I noticed they kind of got a lot of Wayne's, like, go and, like, his sound effects in with that as well. So I don't know if that's a hit on his microphone or if that's the dude on the board, but it's kind of mixed in there. And they blast through some songs, dude. They did like 16 songs, and we were out of there by 10:30. So
Hell yeah.
people were loving it, dude. Full packed.
That's awesome.
Wednesday night in St. Louis, Missouri, and people were it was jam packed.
That's cool.
So
I'm sorry I missed that one.
you don't have to be. I was there for it. We seen it together.
I did listen to some of that Regeneration Volume 1. Mm-hmm. I think the song Hollow, it's like just like a missing Static X song with Dwayne Static vocals. And it's like, I almost put it on this list. Like, it's really good.
Yeah, I kind of wondered if that was maybe a track that he's had laying around or something.
Yeah, I don't know, but that's pretty good. So, okay, let's get to my number one song.
Do it.
And I was quite happy that yours was Permanence. And mine, I think, is a song that goes right next to that song in the way it's written and just like what it is. And it's from the same album, and it's Otsego Undead. It's super similar to Permanence, I think. And it's like, for me, this is like, if you boil it down, Static X gives you that heavy guitar. I think Machine is the best produced probably of all their albums, or at least it's produced in a way that I like the most. It's a bit more mature. Look, I love the funny samples and I can't believe you're letting me do this to you, or whatever that is. I'm letting you do this to me. All that stuff is fun, and I like so I grab my shovel. All that stuff is fun. I really do like that stuff. But when they're taking it a little bit more seriously, and it's like someone, I don't know who it was, but a friend of mine pitched it to me and said, "Hey, this album Machine is like a Terminator 2 soundtrack." And I was like, oh my God. And now I could never get that out of my head. And so like, yeah, I just like picture the fucking, the endoskeleton and like with Wayne Static's hair.
That'd be badass.
So yeah, Otsego Undead. I do love it. It's one of those things where like, once again, it follows the rule of you look at the song title and it's just him going, Otsego! Otsego! A friend of mine, a good friend of mine, who helped me do the theme for this podcast, he never understood what the lyric was, and he would say "hot seagull," "hot seagull." So that's the Hot Seagull song. So yeah, that's my number one.
All right. What a list there.
Yeah, fuck you for making me do that.
I think it was a great exercise for you, and now you fucking know. You know now.
Yep. And it was good to go back and be like, you know what? It's like I made peace with a repressed part of my psyche, where it's like, you know what? There's still a Static X fan in here somewhere, okay? You gotta let that guy breathe.
That's kind of how I felt with like, we're going to the show. Of course it's not Wayne, and yes, I started digging in and I was like, you know what? I always felt kind of bad that I didn't kind of pay attention there towards the end. You kind of don't have to. But,
no.
Yeah, I think I came to terms with it's just fun. It's fun stuff.
Truly fun. Yep. And again, well, for me, it's like, yeah, this is the soundtrack to like me hanging out with my friends in the basement. This is one of those records. We had a few of those, and I'll probably reference that a lot, but we had a few of those records where like this was always, we had a binder and it was just like always in the player.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't get much better than Bled for Days, which is my number one pick, which is probably the most repeated song that he has, but God damn it, I don't know. There's just something about it that I've always loved. And it works. Like, it shouldn't, but it does. And I just love it.
I took All in Weight off my list. I took Bled for Days off my list and put All in Weight in there.
Okay. Good.
It's Bled for Days is number 4. So, just saying.
It's great. I mean, fuck. It's meaningless. I say that at least once a week at work. So that is top 3 for me. We also have DK. Anything else from yours or mine? You want to bash me? Or
no, I like that top 3. Me. Top 3 for me. Meaningless. I was trying to do it, but I fucked it up. But I do love his little like lead into the verse where he's like me, meaningless. It's stupid, like it's lame, but I love to hear it when he does it.
Yeah. It's fun shit, man.
Don't listen to me. I don't know. No, I think your list is good. If you came in here and were like throwing down anything past Start of War, even maybe anything from Start of War, and like not picking things from Machine or Wisconsin, I would be furious with you.
Number 4 for me is another Machine, Black and White. So
it's great. Let me just say this: Machine is my favorite Static X record, and the remix of it for 2022, I think.
Yeah,
it sounds great. It's subtly different, but the difference is pretty big.
Yeah, man. And they were going at it at the show like it was fucking 1999, bro. Dope mentioned that many times. If you're wondering how Dope sounded, just imagine how Dope sounds, and that's how it sounds. It was bad. All right, we do have some guests that did put their list into me. Penny Smasher, his number 1 Static X song is Love Dump from Wisconsin Death Trip. You just can't...
I'm not surprised by that.
He said,
I'm not surprised by that at all. Go ahead.
He says, you just can't beat the lyrics. Your shit's like chocolate cake and your ass smells like a rose with an emoji smiley face.
Yep.
Number 2 for Penny Smasher would be Cold from Machine. He's like, I just love that guitar riff. It hits so good. He's like, yeah, he repeats the same 3 lines, but it's a fucking great song.
And a Queen of the Damned soundtrack also.
Yeah. Number 3 for him, The Only from Shadow Zone. Probably the most popular song off that album, radio-wise.
That was my number 5, dude.
Really?
Yes.
Penny Smasher loves the bass line, but also a repeater. He's like, this is also his top 3 albums for them. So it would go Wisconsin Death Trip, Machine, and then Shadow Zone.
Sure. Hell yeah. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah. Who else?
Good choices, for real. Yeah, I think those are awesome choices.
We also have Danny Duck. If you're looking on your screen right now and you see that beautiful logo right there, artwork, that is Danny Duck. Hit him up. He does all kinds of art.
It's fantastic. I love the art. It makes me smile every time.
It's beautiful. He sent me his top 3 for me for, he did send me a random text the other day saying he forgot to tell me that he really likes the show and loves the chemistry between us.
When's he coming on?
We'll get him.
He better.
I got an idea. We'll talk.
Oh, hell yes. All right.
He did send me his top 3 Tool. He also sent me his ranking for the Ghost albums and
Jesus.
his top 3 for me for Static X.
Wow.
So do we want to hear all that, or do we just want to hear Static X?
I want to hear Static X for sure.
All right. Static X, number 1 for him is Wisconsin Death Trip, the song.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, Bled for Knees.
Yep.
And number 3, Get to the Gone.
Yep. It's just such a good intro. It fucking rules. That one, I love the fake out at the beginning. They got a sense of humor. They sneak that onto the album, even though that record doesn't have a lot of humor like the previous one. Mm-hmm. It's, yeah, dude, that track is like really fucking heavy, and that's a good choice. I'm glad that he was brave enough to put that on there.
I mean, it's up there for me. Definitely that scream in the beginning is
it's really good.
It's like, God damn, dude. But yeah.
Pipes.
Danny Duck. Do we want to hear the others? Let's do real quick. Let's give him some airtime here. Tool.
That's fine.
Hold on. Number 1 for him is Parabola. Is that how you say that? Number 2. Parabola. Good Jesus. Stinkfist, number 2. Rosetta Stoned, number 3.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
I believe that was a Bones pick.
And his Ghost ranking, number 1, Infest. He's a smart man. Mm-hmm. Number 2, Melora. Number 3, Opus. Number 4, Skeleta. 5, Prequel. And 6, Impera.
My only real problem with that is the prequel placement. But other than that, I think you're doing okay.
Thank you, Danny Duck. Thank you, Penny Smasher. Anybody. The email is dkdanlb@gmail.com. Send us your top 3s, man. We'll say them out. We got them. Unless we get...
It's in the description, right?
Yeah.
It's in the description. Just look down there. Use your eyes.
Hit the link. It'll take you right to your email app and send it.
Send us your top 3. Send us a note. We will read it. We will judge you.
Wildly.
But I'm very happy to hear the people that shared their Static X rankings, again, did not do any wild late stage Static X.
You can, when you push play on Cult of Static, like you can just automatically... Is this recorded in a bedroom? Like
the guitar is so fucking limp. And you know what? His vocals are fine, but it all matches the guitar. It's like, I don't know. I don't have anything nice to say, and I'm sorry. Maybe if we could remaster those records and make them sound, remix them. Maybe some of those songs could be saved, but as of right now, forget about it.
Yeah. And that's another top 3 for me in the fucking books. Here on
Boom.
DK and Dan like bands.
And we do like them.
A lot. Too much. There's a lot going on. I don't know. I don't. Maybe it's the Katatonia that we'll talk about it, but I don't know. You slumping or no? You just music wise.
Musically,
I mean, I know we're not forced. We enjoy listening to the new Katatonia record 20 times over, but you slumping anywhere else?
a little bit. I noticed it, and then like magically a couple singles popped up. So I was happy to at least get those, and I have some records to look forward to. But yeah, for a little while there, a bit of a slump, I will admit.
Yeah.
After Ghost, it was just like a void, basically until now.
Well, what are those singles there, DK? Let me have them.
Well, sure. There is a new Killswitch Engage, Blood Upon the Ashes. Did you listen to that last record?
For Killswitch, I believe I did, but it probably didn't. It probably got one or two rotations.
Same for me. It kind of glanced off the surface. It didn't quite make its way in. I have a hard time. Listen, I love the first couple records with Jesse on vocals, but Howard Jones, I think, arguably one of the best metal vocalists alive working. I think he is unbeatable, and I don't think he can be replaced easily. And I think, I don't know if it's the vocals or what, but the most recent record, there's a couple songs I liked. There were. But, man, I think if it had Howard, it would have been a whole different game. You know, and I don't want to be one of those bitchy, complaining fans, but it just did not land with me. So, yeah, I liked it fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Maybe some of his lyrics are a little shittier. I didn't love some of that because, like, you know, they're sort of like one of those, like, sometimes you wonder, are they a Christian band? Like, you kind of wonder, like, what's going on there? So some of that is a little bit too on the nose. Let's be positive and let's stand up together and hold hands. Like some of it, I want it to be a little bit more murky and a little bit more like, yeah, spread your positive message, but like just your fucking lyrics, man. That's all. That's my complaint there. But I think the new track, Blood Upon the Ashes, and I actually just read a brief blurb where Jesse said this was cut from that record, and I'm like, I don't really know why. Like it's on its own, it's fine.
Yeah, that's kind of weird that would be. Yeah, why would they put that out as the first single? Is this the first single off of it?
No, this is for they're putting it out for. It's like I think it's like a benefit album or some shit.
Oh, is it?
Like for dogs or something? I could be wrong about that. It might be for dogs.
Well, yeah, you said that. And I was like, why would they put a fucking one they crossed off as their first? I was like, I've got it laying around, I guess.
Yeah.
But no, I thought it was all right. I mean, Killswitch is, yeah, like I'm kind of, yeah, okay. I'll take a listen when it hits, but yeah.
They have a pocket of records that for me are pretty untouchable.
Yeah.
We'll talk about them eventually, I'm sure, but they do have a pocket of like End of Heartache. I really like their first record, is it Alive or Just Breathing? I like Daylight Dies. Like that stuff is really, really good. But yeah, this new track, I mean, it doesn't touch those, but it's fine. Put it on a playlist and it won't piss you off, you know, if you're into that kind of thing. Metalcore.
Great. One of the best names, I think. Killswitch Engage. I love that.
Yeah.
Always have.
Yeah.
TK, you got anything else?
Well, the Midnight Digital Dreams, buddy.
Pretty good.
I'm a big time fan of the Midnight. I really like them. So we put a pool up in the backyard every summer, right? And I make a playlist of stuff that will play while we are in that pool. The sun's beating down, but you're you know, it's quiet. You're just floating in that water, and everybody's chilling. You know, you just had some burgers on the Blackstone, maybe a beer. Everything's good, right? And the Midnight is just about perfect. You turn that on like right at dusk. Oh, baby. So for me, those vibes are just perfect. And that the record, what is it called? Endless Summer. Holy shit.
There you go.
It's a great record.
Yeah, thought it was pretty good, man. You did send that to me, so.
I did, yes. I mean, should we talk about the Darren thing? That can lead us into the news if you want to just do that real quick.
Yeah, let's do it. I mean, third record, I think, for them.
Go ahead. Tell the people about it.
It's just a new Scars on Broadway has been announced. They put out their first single. God, something with Killer. We should know this. We're the music podcast. It's got the video. It's out there. Take a look at it. Were you a big Scars on Broadway guy?
No, I'm afraid not.
Yeah, me neither.
I was big into System when they were new, of course. We had a foreign exchange student from Belgium. It's like 99 or something like that. And he had that fucking first record. He put it in the CD player in the van, like my mom's driving us around. And Serge Tankian is screaming, "Everyone needs a motherfucker!" My mom is like, nope.
No, they don't.
But then I was like intrigued, and I'm like, buddy, you got to give me that CD. So, that was the time of pop it into the computer and rip it.
Yeah.
So, I was a big time System fan for quite a while, just from that guy.
Became a sweet pea.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Gave me a little sugar.
I know when the first one came out, I was pretty excited, and I think I was a little let down. But, I mean, he's got that just... You can even hear it in this new single. It's just like, man, just make a record again, dude. Like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, and I keep hearing like from Serge, we could never write another album. We could never do it. You guys keep putting out solo stuff that is just System of a Down. I don't know what the problem is. And it's also a little sad. Did you see that recent footage of them? I think it's from like Brazil or like somewhere South America. It's like a recent show. It's like last year, I think, or early this year.
I know they did maybe like 6 or 7 shows last year. They did a big like Golden State bridge with the Deftones. I know that.
Mm-hmm. They just didn't seem to have the energy anymore. I mean, Serge just did not seem into it. Zero movement from him on the stage. Darren's just kind of hanging out. I mean, they're hitting the notes, but it just to me did not seem like they have the power anymore. The only dude really doing it, I think, is the drummer. And isn't he questionable? Don't we know that he's kind of a questionable opinioned man?
I think he has some opinions, yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's just for the love of the almighty dollar now, I guess, maybe.
Yeah. Now, look, I mean, I'm sure it would sell like crazy and maybe it would be a Static X situation where I would hear a new System of a Down and go, all right. I can admit it, but as of right now, like I don't really need them to come back. But it's like also, if you want me to be interested in any of these things, it pretty much has got to be System of a Down.
I agree, because that's all you can think of when you hear that. He does a scream in this one, and you're like,
"Yep,
there it is."
You're just waiting for Serge to sing, and he doesn't.
It's like, is he back there? No, fuck. All right, I'm out.
Serge in general.
Good one. What's a good one? Right here. We're comedians.
All right. All right.
It wasn't me.
I'm more of a wordsmith, okay?
Yeah, all right. I'll give it to you.
I'm a words guy.
A Words with Friends.
Oh, was that... We played that. Not you and I, but we, the royal we.
Yeah.
It was played by a nation.
It still exists. I know that.
What is that? Well, hang on. What was it? You guess
like
a word?
Scrabble with your friends. Yeah. And
it was just Scrabble. Right. What am I thinking of? The one... Oh, Wordle.
Yeah, I do Wordle each day.
You still play?
Yeah, I just started, actually. I didn't... My wife kind of got me into it. And now I do it every day in our conversations.
She's worried about your mental health?
No, she does it. And I say, how many? And she's like, 3. And I'm like,
damn.
6. She's like, you fucking idiot. I'm like, I don't like it. It just makes me feel like a fucking idiot. She's like, you don't know. You got all fucking 4 letters. You don't know. I'm like, I think too hard.
It makes me... Sometimes I'll sit there and stare at that screen and just like feel desperately lost.
Yeah.
And like hopeless and like feel real despair.
She's like, you need to start with the word audio. I was like, okay, I get that. There's many vowels in that word.
Sure.
And then some of them, I'm like, that's not a fucking word. That's not a fucking word.
Clitoris? I don't think that's a thing. No.
I did notice, I almost quit because of this, I'll be honest with you, that you can type in Jesus as a 5-letter word, but when you type in Satan, it will not take it.
Wow.
Yeah.
It makes me want to kiss the goat, dude.
Yeah, I was like, I want to write an email that's never going to be looked at, so.
Yeah, no shit.
DK, there's also news on the horizon of a new Perfect Circle record.
Yes, yes. I don't know if you read about that at all.
Yeah, I glanced at the headline. I know there's a new Pussifer as well. So
Yeah. That's pretty soon, isn't it?
yeah, I think they were doing studio time as the tour was going through. So
Yeah.
I'll listen to both.
That's interesting. I think Pussifer has gotten more and more interesting as they go. I mean, I appreciated their original stuff. Well, Maynard's whatever. But I think they've gotten, as he's become more collaborative with it, or seemingly, I think it has become a more interesting project.
I really think, and I might have said this on our last episode, but Pussifer is probably what Maynard always wanted to be, I think. Just more experimental, and I mean, I guess
certainly an
Toe
aspect
is that
of
well, but
yeah. But look, I got a real soft spot for A Perfect Circle. So to hear that they have a new album possibly, and look, hopefully this is more straightforward Perfect Circle. Like, I mean, it's hard to beat the first album. I do listen. I love 13th Step, and like I could maybe argue myself into thinking that's their best record, 13th Step. But I'm also like I have a soft spot for that kind of quieter, more melodic stuff sometimes. So I don't need Maynard to be yelling at me so much. You know what I mean? And sometimes like I appreciate the pretty stuff that he can do, or the more emotional, different kind of emotion, I guess. So for me, like I think maybe 13th Step is my favorite record from them.
really,
So I would hope for something along those lines, like like a mix of the first two. Perfect, be perfect.
it'd be a perfect square.
Yeah,
Do,
that's right.
Do we count? I guess we don't really count the other two, right? That wasn't original songs.
Passive was
What's
from Imagine.
That was one song.
Yeah, but it's in Constantine, so it's a whole album. For me,
Finger looking good. Also by a fellow musician, Gavin Rostow.
that's right. That is right.
Join us next
I don't
week
know.
for Top 3 for me, Bush.
Bush, let's come back for that Bush, baby. You won't want to come back down from this cloud.
I will say Razorblade Suitcase is an album that has changed my life. That might be an idea that I might edit out because I've been working on it, just haven't discussed with you yet. But
Okay.
albums that change your life. I'm trying to think of a cool name for it is what's holding me up. But
All it is the name, like, because you've got a good idea.
I
there.
know I have the good idea. I just need the fun name to go with it. And I was like,
Okay.
Earth Shattering Wreck. No. Like, I don't know. It's a whole mind. You don't want to hear me thinking out loud.
I don't know, maybe. I do that. That's what this show is.
Yeah.
None of this is thought out.
No, this is it.
My brain doesn't do that.
This is AI. Yeah, if we just recorded ourselves.
I'm sorry. Come on, don't tell him.
Just recorded ourselves for 10 hours talking and just throw it in.
That's right.
And DK, I think it's a great segue that 13th Step and Perfect Circle is, emotional, and, they're not afraid to, be a little quieter and get down into your feelings. And that's a great segue to maybe a band that we're going to talk about tonight called Katatonia.
Katatonia.
From Sweden.
Yep.
I learned that last time we talked.
Thanks, Eric. We love you.
Was Eric, have you talked to him since?
I talk to him almost every day.
Okay.
I literally talked to him earlier today.
And he was cool. He was
Yeah.
all right.
He's cool.
I know he's
so
cool.
cool.
I was just I hope he didn't listen to the episode and was like, I'm never talking to your idiot friend again.
No, I think he wants to come back. That was a blast.
All right. We'll see, Eric.
You wait for that invite. We'll call you.
Yeah. We'll call you.
right.
You don't call us. You can,
Let's see how those numbers look,
you can,
buddy.
you can call us, dude. Well, yeah. Katatonia's new record came out. It's available on Napalm Records. Get it now. It's called Nightmares as Extensions of the Waking State. This is their 13th record. This is DK's favorite band. So I don't know if I should play Dumb Dude Bro tonight or if I should just let DK get it off his chest.
No, you go first. Go ahead.
All right, Katatonia. Now, you got to remember, this is our show. This is what we think. So just remember that. Katatonia, I will pepper in some questions for you, DK. It's a very tough band to kind of put a category on, I think. Kind of back to Static X. I think these guys are, well, let's ask this. Is it guys or is it guy for you?
Are you asking if Jonas is really the factor?
Is he, if everybody else went away and he just maybe Tobias'd it and hired people, is it still going to be Katatonia?
Well, I mean, really what you're asking me is about this record. You really are. And quite simply, I think, yes, it can be Katatonia. I don't think you have to have original members. I mean, that's a ridiculous thing to say. I mean, if you are keeping within the vibe, keeping within the sort of niche that Katatonia has sort of carved out for themselves of this, whatever you want to call it, this dark metal, somber, sadness, darkness,
Gothic
vibey thing. Yeah, a little bit. I mean, as long as they are giving you that, and it sounds something like the previous records, chalk it up to a natural progression. I mean, I don't know what else to say, to be honest. I mean, to me, I think really, again, you're just asking me about this album, and the answer is, yeah, it's a Katatonia record.
Okay. So when the next record's announced, it's him, and he's got 2 other new guitars. You're not going to care.
I don't mind.
Okay.
I don't mind that we've lost the... Now, look, it's a bummer. I don't celebrate that the founding guitar player has left. It's not... That's a bummer. I don't like that. But he also, from what I have read, and if you look in the credits and stuff, like, he hasn't really been contributing for a while.
Okay.
So, to me, this is not... ever since, really, like, I think City Burials was when he sort of stopped. I think he's on there. I don't want to talk too much shit, like, without knowing, but I do believe that, like, a lot of those songs were written without him. I think that's true, and I could be wrong, and if I am wrong, please come at me. But I think that is the case. And from interviews that I've heard with Jonas and other members, it sounds like, the guitar player, it's just like it wasn't his thing. He wanted to go back to the old style, which, look, I totally understand. But for me, Katatonia is what they have become.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
I came in with City Burials. This is when I first kind of was like, oh, okay, this is a good band. And then
So then you might be the one to ask. I mean, truly, you might be the one to ask, because does this sound like City Burials to you?
No, I don't. It doesn't.
No?
I feel like City Burials is a little more... It's going to be stupid to say upbeat, but it just feels more perky to me, I guess. And that's what I said. I think Katatonia is kind of it's a tough thing. This is my other question for you is, you tell me Katatonia is your favorite band, and I say, I know exactly what that guy is talking about. And then I wonder, I'm like, DK goes all these places and he talks to all these people and he's like, Katatonia is my favorite band. 2 days later, what does that dude say to you when he goes home and listens to Katatonia when he comes back to you?
Yeah, that's a good question, right?
Yeah, what like I worry about not worry, but I wonder what other people are like. Huh?
I can tell you in my experience when I've recommended it, generally people go, "Oh, it's kind of slow," or "It's kind of I didn't really get the vibe," or like it was a little too bummer for me, or there's all kinds of things. And regarding the new album, I'll just say this: I've seen tons of naysayers online who are saying things like things that I find to be absolutely insane, like the album is too technical, the drums are too complicated. Go fuck yourself. Are you serious? They're not. I think it's incredibly well written. It's a very percussion forward mix. I think that guitar and that percussion really lead the whole sound, I think. But no, and there's all kinds of things where people are saying like, "Oh, there's no catchiness, there's no verse that I love, there's no melody." I think that is objectively wrong.
I think there's more melody on this album than Skies of what the fuck?
Sky Void of Stars.
Sky Void of Stars. I always had trouble with that fucking. I think there's more melody here than there was there.
This is the thing. This is the thing with Katatonia. They're going to deliver you this album. People are going to spin it once and go, I don't know, I don't get it. And then they're going to come back to it in 6 months, a year, or whatever, and they're going to go, I should have been listening to this the whole time. And that I've given away my feelings. I think this record rules. I think this record is fucking awesome.
Okay, let's go back to catchiness, because that was a note of mine. You're going to get big guitars. You're going to get phenomenal fucking lyrics from
my God.
Like any record that you listen to in the Katatonia discography, it's amazing. The guy can write. He knows how to do it. He's the best writer in the room, probably 95% of the time, depending on how you're throwing it in there.
And he can sing. I think his voice is like what I would pick. I mean, if I'm putting together a band, I'm asking Jonas to be my singer.
I think he gets better on each record. I've never seen him live, so that would be a DK question. But I get it that does that work against him maybe? Because
I think so.
Let me go into this. I love Lacquer, which is off City Burials, which is fucking... I think it's Katatonia's best song. I'll say that.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's got that, the road to the grave is straight as an arrow and scrape the lacquer, and it just grabs you. When that track hits, you tell something is different. Like, you're like, oh shit. Like, what is this?
Yep.
So I have been cursed with Lacquer to be like, that's a great Katatonia song. It's not Lacquer though. But what I'm saying is him being such a great lyricist and a great songwriter, what if these dudes just like godsmacked it and just like power chords, a catchy ass like fucking chorus, like replace I'll give it a thumbs up. What's the fucking God damn it, I don't have the track list in front of me. Bright. It's like the first like slower one we get off of this record.
On this record?
Yeah, the Bright Side, not the Bright Side. The Bright something. Or the Light.
The Liquid Eye?
The Liquid Eye. The Liquid Eye.
Yeah. That's track 2.
Yes. Like just hit that with like a power chord, badass chorus. I think these guys would be way more popular. And that's just the what if. But that's what I'm saying. I think sometimes the writing, yes, it's really good, but I think you get kind of lost with those slower songs sometimes. If you're not like a huge Katatonia fan.
They have cranked up the progressive elements on this record for sure. And I'm baffled by some of the complaints, but I guess I understand them saying, why couldn't it just be, more simple? And I think what you're saying is a valid point. It doesn't make me mad, but to me, that's just not what Katatonia is. They have some songs like that, and it's weird because, Lacquer, I'll tell you this, when that album came out, it was an adjustment for me because I'm like, oh, this is a little bit more accessible. This is a little bit more, poppy, I guess is the word. And so for me, it was like, oh, that's interesting. They're doing this now. And I think people got used to that. And that's fine. And I like that aspect of them. It's fine. But it to me really feels like they're playing into my wheelhouse when they're giving me this record that is these huge drums. The drums sound like I don't even know how to describe it. They're so huge. My dogs are going crazy. I'm sorry. Why does this always happen? Hold. Anyway, maybe that's over. The drums are so huge. There's this, to me on this record, there's this sense of darkness. There's this huge open blackness that's just in the whole thing, and it's just a whole vibe of emotional darkness. I mean, that's the best way I can put it. This album is best listened to on a nighttime drive.
Yeah, that was another note of mine, that this is definitely a band that you have to kind of be in a mood for. If it's been raining all fucking day or something, yes, that is a prime time to throw on some Katatonia.
So, and I like I said, I get some of these complaints, but to me, this album feels like a natural progression of Sky Void of Stars. And to the people who think there's not enough catchy stuff, I think you haven't heard it enough times. Listen to the song Warden. It's like smack in the middle of the record. It's got that bow, bow. He's got the chorus is super catchy. That's a really good one. The opener.
Thrice.
Come on, you texted me the lyrics.
Yes, I'm not speaking against this album. I'm just giving you some what ifs. Because like I said,
I'm not
there's a lot of people out there that are probably like, what the fuck is Katatonia?
Yeah,
and it's
for sure.
It's definitely a vibe. If you're saying there's the weird vibe, to me, Katatonia has always been like, you start on a path, you go into a dark forest, you go up the mountain, you come back into the forest, and maybe come out into a beautiful field. That's kind of how it's a trip, and I think you got to kind of embrace that. So yeah, it's definitely a band you discover on your own, like after all your friends left and you're done listening to Wisconsin Death Trip. But I like it, dude. I think this is a really good album. I was going to say, did we get it all out with the singles?
Oh, do you think the best tracks were singles? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying maybe you think the best chunks.
I think they gave away Wind of No Change. That was the biggest mistake. Wind of No Change is an earworm for me. It's a weird,
it's so good,
grower
dude.
In my brain. It's really fucking good,
dude.
And I keep to myself, I'm in the bathroom at work and I'm washing and drying my hands, and I go out loud, "Hail Satan."
Yeah, his delivery is the way he picks those words. It's really weird, but it just fucking works.
Yes. And you know what? I was going for a walk. Actually, it was more of a run right before we recorded this. And I had the earbuds in and I was listening to that album. And there was a lady walking her dog right in front of me. And that song was playing. And I realized too late that I said out loud, "Hail Satan," along with him. This is not a joke. I sang it along out loud. And the lady looked at me like, "What?" And I looked at her shirt, and it had a cross on it, and it said, "Then sings my soul," which I believe is a part of a hymn, or maybe even from the Bible. And I'm not fucking lying. I gave her a metal horn and I kept running. I just kept running. I didn't recognize her. Her little dog was cute. But hail Satan, I'm on her jog. Get the fuck out of my way. She looked
I love that.
baffled and maybe scared.
Kind of a similar story yesterday. We at our office we're getting new carpet put in our office. So we got the contractors there doing that. So they're ripping up carpet, and these are some hillbilly ass dudes, you know. And I would go up there.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey man, you guys ever like peeled up carpet and just seen like a big fucking pentagram, like a 666? And the look that those two guys gave me, they're like, no. I'm like, you've never seen like a body outline or anything? They're like, no, man. I was like, it's like a joke. I was like,
I did that at my old house.
Yeah, I was like, I put floors down and I did the 666 on the floor.
Yes.
And it's like somebody else pulls it up, they're gonna be like, what the fuck?
We did the same thing.
And he was like, like you could tell he was not impressed. Didn't talk to me
Amazing.
the rest of the time.
Amazing. I want to briefly talk about, you mentioned his lyrics. The bridge of that song, The Wind of No Change. I love these lines here. I won't sever the ties, or not for one single second disgrace your name. That came to me in the wildest dream. You're a flicker on a dead screen, present yet unseen. Dude,
It's good, dude.
it's like poetry.
It truly is. Like I said, man, he's so talented in that field.
My default setting is goth. It's like something I have to work away from in my everyday life. Like, I try to be normal, but like my default setting is goth. It just is. I was a goth boy, and I like, you know, I try to wear normal clothes, but like part of me like wants to paint the fingernails and do the goth thing. It's always in my mind. It's never going to go away. So when I read a lyric like that, I'm that's it. I'm in love. I'm getting married to Jonas.
Can't you just marry the music?
If you get the man, you get the music.
Well, you better marry him now because it might be illegal here next year.
Oh, no shit. Plus, he's foreign, so that's double bad.
Yeah, he'll use you for a green card, I think. But you could go to every show, dude.
Oh, hell yeah. And I would, too.
How are they live?
You know, it's funny. You mentioned the energy thing, and I saw them the first time I saw them, I've seen them a couple times. With Opeth was the first time. And they had really good energy. And those songs and the choruses, I mean, they do have they're still a little bit more of a rock and roll band than I would say Opeth is. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, you get it. They do give you the songs live that you want to hear, and the energy is good. They're not boring you with the slow stuff. You know, they know what they're doing. It's live. And so they're giving you the more interesting, heavier, upbeat things. And so live, I give them a thumbs up. My wife is in the other room. She's waving at me. She's shaking her ass. Later. We're almost done. No, live, they're worth the watch, I think, for sure. Depending on who they're with, I mean, for sure. But no, it was, for me, it was a great experience. A really good experience. They gave me the songs I wanted to hear. They were very polite, you know. But they didn't do any crazy shenanigans. They had a really nice light show, like not just well timed, but like really vivid colors and like different colors than you would normally see. Like the palette they chose really fit the songs. It was a bit more of an experience, particularly the last time I saw them. Yeah, I would definitely recommend them if you're even a fan a little bit. They're going to give you the songs you want to hear. I can promise you that.
Okay. All right, let me do something. Let me read here a little bit.
You go ahead.
Let's see if I got all this. Yeah, I mean, I guess let's do standouts. I really like Thrice, dude. I think we're starting off with the boom, 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 and then going in. I think that was a perfect choice to kind of be like, oh shit, here we go, boys.
And them people saying no catchy chorus, bullshit. That chorus is awesome.
Lilac has been stuck in that, like has been all week. Has been stuck in my head. That's what I've been doing shit to. But yeah, I really like Thrice. I love the way they kind of bend and fade that guitar in and out. That's what I said. I was going to ask you if, like, do you prefer these guitarists over Other Boy?
It's maybe a little...
That doesn't matter.
I don't know if it matters that much to me right now, because this record is like clearly the thinking is, well, we need to deliver something that is in line, you know? And in my mind, it's not that different from the most recent previous stuff. So, you know, I think they are delivering you a Katatonia album, and the guitar, to me, it lines up. It definitely lines up. So now the next record comes out and it's completely different, and I just don't vibe with it. I don't get it. Maybe that's a problem. But for right now, like, yeah, if they can just keep with the program, I'm fine. I don't need it to be Anders.
All right.
I wish him luck, though. I have no ill will.
All right, we'll deal with that here in a second. Did you see that? You're looking at it now. Okay.
Yes.
All right. I'm talking. You do the reading. Thrice, okay. Big standout for me. I'll go again since DK's reading. We're going to have another Static X top 3. Bones finally delivered.
Bones delivered during the record?
Yes.
Son of a bitch, he did it.
Gotta love him. Wind of No Change, dude. They released Wednesday, like before the album came out, that Friday that a fucking single was coming out.
Yeah.
Didn't even listen to it. I was like, I'll listen to it when it comes out. And yeah, I agree with you. I think they gave it away, but I fucking love that track, dude. I think it's my favorite as of right now. But it's got the chanting. It's got big ass, badass riff. Hell, Satan, dude. Like,
yes.
I love it.
It's a little extreme for them to say Hail Satan, but at the same time, it's like, I think the subject matter always leans into the darkness, so it's not that weird, really.
Yeah.
But usually he's more abstract in the vocals and the lyrics, but that is a straight-on Hail Satan.
Did it catch you? Because I was going through and I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
It definitely caught me, but I also was delighted by it, so... It was one of those things where I was like, what? Yeah, all right. Hail Satan, buddy.
Yeah, just...
They released a little video on social media where it was the drummer, who I think every time I see him reminds me of Colin Robinson from What We Do in the Shadows. And he goes, do you like songs about Satan? Me too. Please enjoy. And that song goes.
Fuck yeah. But yeah, DK, those are my two standouts that I'm loving off this. What do you got?
Yeah, so for me, I mean, I'm going to start with Warden because I think it's going to be one of those tracks that people overlook. And then you go back and go, that has got a really catchy chorus. That could have been on The Great Cold Distance from 2006, like that song. I think it goes that far back. I think people who are saying Katatonia is not alive and well are out of their minds. Listen to Warden. Thrice, I agree. What an opener. Cool ass chorus. But dude, the thing that got me on Thrice was the fucking bridge breakdown, the bridge down, where the song, it goes into this rhythmic hand drum thing, and then they just decide to do Opeth for a while, and they let it go. They just like unchain it for a while, and they haven't done that so much recently, but like it's like a solid couple minutes of instrumental, just like rhythmic chug. The guitar matches the kick, and it's this awesome kind of heavy breakdown with like there's the Mellotron in there. There's the cool ass sort of background lead guitar stuff. Like it's awesome, and it's going all around, and it just builds and builds and builds. And then at the end, the double kicks are fucking going, and Jonas is saying, what's that lyric? Something about the break the final. What is it? Break the shackles.
Shackles.
Something about break the shackles or whatever. And it builds and builds, and I was like, oh yes, like partial Tool vibes on that. Just the way that's constructed for me, and the vibes of this entire record too. I mean, like I want a dark, vibey thing. Period. That is what I'm interested in. It doesn't have to sound exactly like this, but also as a percussionist, as a drummer, when I hear drums that are this interesting, and I think they're very interesting, like I'm on board. Like you got me on this. Everything about this record works for me. I'm not saying it's their best album ever, but is it a misfire? Is it a misstep? I don't think so. No. I don't think so at all. I think for me, this is going to be one of those I told you so's. You know, in 6 months or a year.
Yeah, I agree with that. I've seen, from what I look at as well, I think I sent you one from Angry Metal Guy, who always does a fantastic job if you're looking for a good website that reviews an insane amount of metal music from all over the place. Yeah. There's been tons of shit on there. I'm like, where the fuck did they find this? But, Keurig, I think it's like a German magazine. It was like 2 paragraphs.
I think that's a coffee machine, buddy.
Or Kerrang, or I don't know.
Kerrang?
Kerrang, is that what it's called?
I think so.
Yeah, that's a German.
Oh, it's Mr. Coffee.
Slow drip, baby. But yeah, they had like 2 paragraphs, and I was like, clearly this guy was assigned. He's like, yeah, this is 13th record. The people that love Katatonia are probably gonna like this. I was like, that's all you got, bro? Come on.
That's lazy, but also, well, I don't even know if it's true because again, I'm in the groups and I'm in the Katatonia, world, and I keep seeing strange opinions and like, oh, and with the leaving of Anders, people are saying, well, it would have been a different album with Anders. Yeah, sure, it would have, but that doesn't mean this isn't good. So get that out of your head, guys.
Yeah. All right, DK. Is this a skip it? Is this a stream it? Or is this a vinyl it?
I hate to keep saying vinyl, but this is a precious vinyl for sure.
All right.
I mean, no question. This is a vinyl for me. I would say that I can't recommend this album or all Katatonia for everyone. But if you are a person who enjoys something that's a bit more technical, that's a bit more vibey, that's a little bit downbeat, maybe sometimes, but it's powerful still, and it just is more of a vibe than I don't know. What am I trying to say? Help me out here, Dan. It's a certain thing. I mean, it's just like you just have to hear it, and it's either going to click with you or not. And I think that's why we're getting these starkly contrasting reviews, is that it's going to click or it's not.
Yeah, I'd say definitely, and I know the age that we live in, give it 2 or 3. Spin the whole thing through. There's one in there that's going to throw you off because it's in native language of Swedish, which that
track works for me.
Yeah, the end of it, you're like, fuck yeah, dude. But yeah, I say Katatonia is a seed, and if you choose to water it, it will grow into a fabulous tree that will provide many badass songs that are fruits that fall from it.
Damn, dude.
Yeah. Like I said, they're a journey to me. They always have been that type of band of, all right, I know what I don't know. You just know guys that know Katatonia. You're like, all right, you get it. But, yeah, we are a review show, so I thought it was kind of, let's ask a few questions just for the people who kind of like, well, maybe I'll give this a try.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be screaming at you or anything like that. It's going to be, like DK read some examples of some lyrics tonight. You can get powerful, wonderful stuff that you can interpret and place into your life, and hopefully it makes you a better person. I say it's a stream for me, but it's a vinyl. I always stream Katatonia first before I purchase. That's just how they're one of those bands that I do that with, just to make sure.
Look, I like that answer from you. I think that's the truest answer, right?
Yeah.
And it might be one of those things where, yeah, I guess I don't need it. But then in a month, maybe you go, you know what? I do need to have that one. You never know.
I will give you.
It could grow.
I'll give you a buyer's tip as well. Sometimes these artists are dropping these things for like $30-$40 in the first 2 weeks, and then they drop that shit by about 15 after that. So
Yep.
That's a buying tip for all you vinyl heads out there.
That's why I listen to the show. Buying tips.
I do have City Burials.
I see it. I've been looking at it the whole time.
Beautiful vinyl. So it even has engraved in it, the road to the grave is straight as an arrow.
What a lyric.
I don't know if you have that one or not, DK, but
I do. I have that one.
yeah,
Yep.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
So yeah, check it out, man. I could not. Yeah, check it out. I recommend it. I cannot recommend it more.
I want to hear from people. I want people to check this album out and the band in general. I want to know. My wife accuses me of being too... I like a lot of this kind of offbeat prog, different kind of stuff, right? And she'll often accuse me of, you only like it because it's hard to listen to, or you like it because it's complicated. But I like it because that's what my brain likes. And I like the vibes, okay? I got a big crush on Jonas.
And your wife, don't forget her.
Yeah.
Not a crush. I love her, okay?
Yeah, okay. We already put the rings on, all right?
DK, God damn it, Bones, late as usual. Do you want to give the fucking people his top 3 for me real quick?
Should I read this? He put all the work into it.
Yeah, go
ahead. Should I read the thing? Should I read the whole thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
The Future, 2004. With over 150 confirmed kills, I have finally been sized out of my role as Rust puppet. Wait, hang on. I've finally been sized out of my role as a Rust puppet. The elite soldiers worthy of piloting the mech suits designed to fight the cyborg Minotaur hordes in the wasteland. My blood now immune to the nanotoxins polluting the surface. I have been assigned as an implanter in the fertility caves. Morning and night, I pump myself into a rotating flock of women kept safe and perfect, far away from the corporation. In between fuck sessions, I oversee the operations of the laser turrets, defending the biogrowth sectors from the mutated vultures and fuzzbuzzers. To keep my men alert and inspired, we listen to these top 3 Static X songs. Number 3, Permanence.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Number 2, I Am. I think that's when I got the shit kicked out of me. I think I said that earlier.
Yeah.
And number 1, Cold. But not meant for me if Wayne Static alone is acceptable. And, I meant to say that earlier, and I'm glad actually we got back to this, because not meant for me is wonderful. But it is, I disqualified it myself because it's not fully Static X. But yeah, that is an awesome track from the Queen of the Damned soundtrack. Would totally agree.
Thank you, Bones.
Bones, thank you very much. Thank you for the creative writing. Sorry I stumbled over those, but that was super fun. Should we put some synth, Terminator synth in the background?
That guy always gives 110%.
I know. I mean, he's doing those fuck sessions every day.
He really has a fascinating life.
He's working those laser turrets, dude. I know what he's doing.
Making those laser children.
Laser babies.
Laser babies. All right, DK. We did recommendations. We did standouts. We did news. We did singles. I guess I got a recommendation. Soul Invictus by Faith No More is 15 fucking years old. It's a fantastic album. That's what I've been listening to a lot here lately. Like I said, I was in this kind of a slump. But love Faith No More. Love that record. Very dark, very gloomy. But also there's a song about frying an egg sunny side up. So check that out if you want.
Hell yeah.
find
Beautiful.
it on the playlist. We will update the official DK and Dan Like Band playlist with Static X. I think we need to throw some Swedish bands on there as well. I might have done that already. I don't know.
If I can find Eric's band, one of those should go on there too, I think.
Yes. I will say that if you do listen to us on Spotify, the artists that we talk about, I do link on the episode descriptions when we publish it on Spotify. So you can just go down in your Spotify and click on those artists that we are talking about, and it goes right to their profile so you can listen to their music. We do have a email address that we addressed earlier. It's dkdanlb@gmail.com. Send us recommendations. Send us your top 3 for me. Other than that, DK, anything else?
Dan,
if you want to fucking...
Thank you for letting me.
Oh, you're welcome.
Oh, no, you.
I was going to tell them if they want a theme done to hit you up, but I don't want to put more work on you, so I'll edit that out.
Khajiit has wares if you've got the coin, is my response to that. I would do themes. I'm looking for work, so that's fine. If you want a theme, talk to me, baby.
Hit them up.
Hey, thanks for letting me talk about Katatonia. Thanks for letting me choose that album to be discussed. I very much appreciate it.
All right.
And you know what? I really like doing this show, buddy.
Hey, I like doing this show with you. And we like talking, and we like doing it for the listener, okay?
You're damn right.
I guess I don't know what to fucking say to close this shit out. We'll see you next time. We don't know what the fuck we're going to do, but we'll figure that out. That's our problem. It's just your job to listen.
Like and subscribe.
Love you. Bye.
Bye-bye.